talk to you a little bit about door knocking. Now, door knocking, it's amazing that people seem to be so afraid of going up to total strangers and talking to people. And also with door knocking is that you can get accused of being a Jehovah's Witness, because they do a lot of that sort of thing. And I've had a lot of talks with Jehovah's Witnesses, and when I've been door knocking, I very often get called, "Oh, Jehovah's Witness again." And one of the things I do when I go door knocking or on the streets, I always have a nice big smile on my face. And I've said to quite a few people, "No, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness." I said, "Have you ever seen a Jehovah's Witness with a smile on their face?" And I think about 95% of the people that I ask that question, they all say, "Well, no." And I say, "Well, that's because they've got nothing to smile about, but I have." And I share the gospel. And when I've had Jehovah's Witnesses come to the door, this is something I want to teach you, really, is that unless you really know your scriptures and you get Jehovah's Witnesses come to your door, don't try and talk to them about scriptures, because they've got their pat answers against everything. So don't try that, but just give them a testimony. Just tell them how Jesus has changed your life, how you became a Christian. One of the first things I say to Jehovah's Witnesses when they come to my door, I ask them, how did they become a Jehovah's Witness? I never say, how did you become a Christian? Because they're not Christians. How did you become a Jehovah's Witness? And they usually spend about 30 seconds. There's always two of them. And then one might spend a minute just sharing, talking, how they become a Jehovah's Witness. And then I will turn around and say, well, I'm a Christian, and let me tell you what's happened to my life. And I could talk. I can remember one time I spoke to the two ladies Jehovah's Witness for about 20 minutes, and they never stopped me, and they never tried to argue with anything I said, because I never mentioned many scriptures, because I was just giving them my testimony, telling them all what happened and how it changed my life. And at one stage, with Jehovah's Witness, they're always trying to give you a watchtower or something or other. They never ever take any tracts off you or anything. They won't let you pray for them. But after 20 minutes with these two ladies, I said, I've written a book, How I Become a Christian, all about what's happened over the last few years. And I went and got a book, and I gave it to one of them. And that's the first time I've ever given a book to a Jehovah's Witness, or any literature to a Jehovah's Witness. And that's the power of our testimony. It is powerful, because their religion is dead. And when you start to talk about something that's alive, which we as Christians, our Christianity is alive. And I always tell them the same thing, that Christianity is a relationship. It's not a religion. And that's the difference. And they can notice the difference. So what I want to say to you really is, always be ready, as the scripture says, to give an answer to those that ask you. Always be ready to give a testimony of what Jesus has done in your life. And when your testimony comes from your heart, people can see that it's real. So give a testimony to Jehovah's Witnesses.